Wish I didn't. Bro, I already took like painkiller. Head. The headache is not going away. Why?
Sugar?
No, no, no. It's like a sino.
Oh,
Probably also just tired.
that's another big one.
Yep, yep. Okay, let's get into the nasty stuff. Japanese devs have Steam proceeds. Wait, Japanese devs have Steam proceeds. Proceed. Okay, Japanese devs have Steam proceeds from Safer Work game blocked due its problematic art style. But that ended up being like a freaking tongue twister for me.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up guys, Riff here. So in this video, I'm going to be going over some very important censorship related news. When it comes to the gaming industry and censorship, I think it's fair to say the slippery slope has fully sloped, especially when it comes to games developed in Japan with related art styles. Today we're looking at an example of a Japanese game and its safe for work version posted on Steam that is having its payments withheld from its Japanese developer because a bank looked at this game and decided because of its Japanese styled artwork, they don't think the developer deserves the revenue they earned through Steam. Essentially, theft. They're taking the money for them.
Why though? Like, actually, why though?
Themselves. They are demonizing a safe for work game because of its Japanese art style, labeling it as sort of blood money, but then taking it for themselves. That is the absolute state of what we're talking about in the gaming industry when it comes to censorship, primarily of Japanese style games. Now, this is nothing really new. We have seen payment processors like MasterCard and Visa target not only Steam, but many different platforms, trying to get these developers and these platforms to either outright censor or remove content that they find problematic. It leaves a lot of these primarily Japanese developers in very difficult situations where either they heavily censor their own products or they lose probably 90% of their revenue because these very powerful payment processors will no longer support them. Now, this game is not the adult sort of game.
Seems a little bit illegal. It seems quite a bit illegal. I'm a little tired of like the banks deciding what people can purchase and all that stuff, especially like this is like a safer work version. So problem. I don't understand anymore.
That was mentioned in that previous.
I'm also getting like just massive fatigue of the censorship shit.
Screenshot. This game.
Yes, honey.
Oh no, I was gonna say that we haven't really talked much about censorship lately, but also I understand why. Like we're fatigued.
No, it's like I have been keeping up to date with the censorship.
Oh, okay, that explains it.
I'm
Yeah, Lifu
just like a little tired of that
keeps up.
shit.
Yeah, she keeps up with the censorship stuff.
Does have a not safe for work version. But what we're talking about and what the bank is talking about here is the safe for work version of the game that is available on Steam. This is not some adult game. This is a safe for work game where the most egregious content available on this seems to be innuendos. Okay? This is something that unfortunately has not protected this game at all and its developer. This safe for work version, this all ages version that was uploaded to Steam in March of this year, was not safe from these banks interfering. Now, I feel comfortable enough showing a preview of the game. I mean, you guys can see there's nothing scandalous about this game. It is a safe for work version of a game And apparently that is just not enough. But you can see one of the related accounts here on Twitter posting about a very troubling experience they've been going through. So you can see here in a series of posts on Twitter from May 12th, developer Masao no Mayu said they were set to receive a payment from Kagura Games related to earnings from Hustle Battle Card Gamers, but instead received a call from the Daishi Hokuetsu Bank, which suggested the
Like, they don't delist the game, right? They don't say why it's problematic. They just take the money.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Banks are so fucked up.
transaction might not be accepted. Based on the exchange, the developer got the impression that this was related to the nature of the game, as the bank seemed to be looking into it and asked euphemistic questions like, is this revenue from a game featuring girls? The following day, Masao no Mayu visited their bank and were informed that international payments related to Hustle Battle Card Gamers' Steam version would not be processed. The game said the decision was based on thorough review of the game's content, although the developer made it clear that the Steam release was an all ages version. The bank maintained its stance, arguing that it judged that the characters appeared to be minors, which led to the content being deemed problematic. Now, what...
Wait. So, again, this is a safe for work game, right? But because the characters look like they're minors,
See, okay. Now, are they playing favorites? Because Nintendo does that.
yeah. So I'm a little confused.
It doesn't make sense.
So if anyone can explain it better, I would gladly. Wait, it's the whole lolly thing. It's a whole anime style lolly. That's why.
Okay. To me, like, the art style screams magical girl, but okay.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Hi Tyron, how you doing?
Hey, Tyron, what's up?
is this bank we're talking about, by the way? People were quick to point out they have some investors that are very interesting, including the Vanguard Group, as well as BlackRock. If you don't know these entities,
that's the one. That'll do it. That'll do it.
Yeah.
They are deeply, deeply concerning. Anything,
bro, like, I'm getting so tired of BlackRock. Like, they're everywhere. BlackRock and Vanguard.
They're involved in is deeply concerning. They are one of the biggest pushers of DEI, wokeness, and also censorship. In fact, if you're not aware, let me just display to you the power they have. BlackRock, for example, has 14 trillion in fourth quarter markets only. Okay, 14 trillion. They are an asset manager. They are completely spread across the world. They have their reach in pretty much everything.
Yeah, there's absolutely no way you can stop BlackRock.
No.
And going back to previous statements made by Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, he is someone who has heavily pushed DEI, wokeness, ESG, all of these things. And it is absolutely no coincidence that pretty much anything associated with BlackRock is very pro-DEI and pro-censorship. So seeing this group involved, and by the way, involved as recently as March and April of this year, Vanguard and BlackRock, this is a bit of a concerning development. But you can see here's the tweets from the creator of this game saying, today I went to the bank, again, to confirm as a result I received a response that the sales from the Steam version are indeed not acceptable. In short, they will not accept any overseas remittances at all. And for domestic sales revenue as well, they are setting a grace period of 1 to 2 months. So they want me to switch to deposits into a different account during that time. From my perspective as well, in a situation where incoming sales revenue can suddenly be halted at the bank's discretion, I cannot continue using the service with peace of mind, so I will take this opportunity to cancel the account. Farewell, Fourth Hokuriku Bank. So they are coming out.
Yeah, I don't like this. Like, the whole idea of the bank deciding it, I don't like that. That also means like there's like people that they hired to go through all these things. Like, just literally check up on how people are even earning.
Yeah.
And like picking and choosing. I don't like this.
And saying this is not going to work, but this whole thing is outrageous. This is not the not safe for work version of this game that is available on other platforms. This is the Steam version, and they are specifically referring to the Steam version that is all ages. There is nothing explicit, but because it has this Japanese art style, these banks are deciding it's within their power to withhold and take these payments, because it's not just withholding it from the creators and developers. They are keeping the money for themselves. Now, of course, this is not the first time. Apparently, just last month, an indie game and its developers had the same thing happen, where overseas transactions were blocked, and the bank cited undisclosed risks as the reason, despite Ren's titles being legally compliant. And that is something that is very, very concerning. And on related posts on Twitter, for example, you see people pointing this out. Bankers have it too good if they can just tell non-criminal citizens to F off.
Yeah, but like how would you battle something like that? Like, besides like maybe taking them to court, but they can just bleed you dry in court too.
Yeah.
I don't even see a way like how to battle shit like that.
At that point, you're gonna have to just change banks or like find like a universal way of getting your income.
Yeah, but like Japan is getting massively screwed over by banks.
That's true.
Off, and that they don't want their money because their political beliefs. Good way to destroy your banking brand. This is absolutely crazy when you really think about it. These are not criminals. These are people who are legally compliant when posting a safe for work version of their game onto Steam. But this bank, in their power,
You have to go to court. Yeah, but the problem is like they're gonna have way more money than you will have. Plus, on top of it, they are literally holding your money.
Yep.
There's absolutely no way you can win. It's a safer work version with the optional 18 plus patch.
can say, hold up, wait a minute. We think because of the Japanese art style, there's something risky here. Therefore, we're going to not only keep you from receiving your payments, we're going to take them and hold on to them ourselves. Which is another comment pointed out here. The bank will take the money, but not give it to the artist. Hilarious how corporations have become too powerful that they do not get punished. And that is a very concerning thing. I don't care if you're from Japan, the United States, wherever. These banks, these payment processors, and these asset managers, they are incredibly powerful. And if they have an agenda, which all of them do, they can enforce it very easily. And there's little to nothing you can do. If this is not a concerning situation to you, I literally...
Seems a bit illegal. Seems quite a bit illegal. Don't you think? Like, I don't like anything about this. You could win, just not legally. Yeah, let's not promote that.
Yeah, let's not do that. I'm gonna remove that comment. All right, I'm sorry.
People would, you probably didn't mean anything bad by it, but people would try to misconstrue it pretty badly.
Yeah.
Really don't know what else would be. Unfortunately, for years, when this was happening to not safe for work versions
Yeah, hopefully in the US, at least a Supreme Court can strike it down. I wouldn't exactly hold my breath about that either.
Of primarily Japanese games.
Like, people follow where the money is. So,
a lot of the usual suspects on places like Twitter were celebrating because they didn't like this icky content that they could complete.
oh my god. Okay, whoever uses like Twitter here, did you guys see what PlayStation UK has posted? They posted like the scene of the tongues in mixtape, right? But the way UK is, wouldn't they have to like arrest people in PlayStation UK for posting underage, teenagers tongue twisting footage of underage? Yeah, like what?
Ignore if they wanted to, so they felt fine with it being censored and removed. But this always expands. It expands further and further and further until everything is touched eventually, including safe for work versions of games like this. This is deeply concerning. Again, this is not just withholding payments from the developers. It is taking it for themselves. They have absolutely no problem taking these sort of blood money from these developers. They think it's so problematic, the content they're producing, but they have absolutely no issue with taking the money that they didn't even earn and taking it for themselves. Because, hey, at least it's not going to the problem.
Nobody breaks the law on my watch.
Oh, it didn't read it. Corgo 1, Corgo 1, Corgo 1, Corgo 1, Corgo 1, Corgo 1, Corgo 1. Hi, Stoozy. How you doing?
Hey, Stoozy, how you doing?
Hi, Mustachio. How you doing?
Hi, Mustachio. Hey, Inspired.
Technically, PSN UK broke the law. Yeah, I'm not here though. Goodbye in Ghostwood.
Goodbye.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like they have arrested people for less in UK. Shouldn't like people from PlayStation UK be arrested for posting that under their own new laws?
Yes.
Like that pick and choose situation is gonna lead to like mass riots again in UK.
Problematic developers. This is a big problem, ladies and gentlemen, and the solution to this, I don't really know, because unfortunately this goes beyond Steam. This is not just Steam making decisions, this is also a middle party here, the banks. And then the banks have investors, including groups like BlackRock. So it gets very, very convoluted very quickly once you start peeling back the layers here. But overall, I mean, what else do you say about this? I'd be very interested to see what you guys have to say about this in the comment section. But this is going to do it for this video. If you enjoyed, consider giving this video a like.
Why did he wink at us like that? You saw it? He winked at everyone.
Yeah. This is going to do it for this video. If you
how rude. He didn't even say platonically wink.
You enjoyed, consider giving this video a like, consider subscribing and turning on notifications for daily uploads on this channel.
Bro, time to cancel rap.
As well as multiple streams live here on YouTube every week. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
It was a good video, but goddamn, I'm so tired of censorship. It's just, if you're censoring, censor it equally, right? Like, if you're illegalizing shit, make it equal. Don't pick and choose with the hypocrisy. What annoys people the most is hypocrisy.
Not working. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yo, I was jamming to that. Thank you so much for the support, Prince. No. The notifications are working, but it's like I guess a specific amount of bits in on Twitch where it starts doing that thing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know it's out of line, but if banks do this with no repercussion continues, it's not a stretch that their own customers would take unwanted actions against them. Like we'll go back to the Wild Wild West days of Bonnie and Clyde and shit. But that's not Wild Wild.
Yeah. And Prince, thank you for the support, man.
The censorship must set sail off the edge of the flat earth.
They shake with the beat. You damn right we do.
Yes. Oh, okay. So there's a problem with censorship, right? With the whole discussion. Censorship is not just black and white, right? So there are things that should be censored and things that shouldn't be censored. Before you get the pitchforks, there's actual disgusting games out there, right? There was this YouTuber who made a game with DP in it where he used his daughter for it. So there are instances where censorship should be there and the person should be punished, right?
Right.
But the way it's being applied is very hypocritical right now. Where even just art styles are being punished. And the problem right now is happening that when people just scream, oh, down with the censorship, they're giving like those people like a place to start picking holes at it of like the things that actually do need to be censored.
Right.
But who do you give the power to decide these things? Exactly. That is the problem. It will have to be an unbiased panel of people who will not agree to BlackRock money. Where do you get those people? Because with the right amount, everyone will agree. So how do you decide that?
Give me 5 trillion.
And on top of that, you have like all these human biases on top of it. Oh, a person doesn't like this category, a person doesn't like this art style. Like, how do you pick that unbiased panel?
Yeah. You need to have like strong conviction.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Ivan. How you doing? Hi, Uncle Jay. How you doing?
Have a good stream. Thank you. Have a good day.
Because people have no brain cells to work? No, because people like money. A lot of these things are happening because people like money. That's a reality. Hold on, let me check a quick one.
Oh my gosh. You probably fell asleep. If you look at him, you start meowing. Oh, she's looking.
Bro, I don't know how to describe how he's sitting now.